No, we don't really know where we're going, but we still wanna see you wanna find it. Say you're gonna treat, say you're gonna treat, say you're gonna treat me right. No, we don't really know where we're going, but we still wanna see you wanna find it. Say you're gonna treat me right. Say you're gonna treat, say you're gonna treat me right.
Yes, hello guys, and welcome to another live stream on Merlin the Trader, guys. Welcome. My name is Justin. I am giving you all the inside and outsides about crypto, about the news, what is coming up. We are placing everything on Merlin the Trader on X. And I got some very interesting news about this upcoming events, guys, with Bitcoin, what is going on. Okay, guys, because like, look what I got for like an information for you here, guys. I'm also gonna talk about the trades, what I took from the last a few weeks ago. And yeah, I would say like, let's start with the interesting parts about it, guys. Okay, listen up. First, we're gonna start with a little bit of a fundamental side. Guys, let me know if you can hear me right and if you can hear me well. So I can follow up you guys and I can see you that you are can hear me as well, and that's why we can help each other a little bit, okay? So, what we are talking about today, guys. BlackRock owns 3% of the total Bitcoin supply, okay? So what that means is that the BlackRock doesn't even have that doesn't only have like Ethereum, but he also has a lot of Bitcoin in its arsenal. Okay, ETS inflows weren't noise; they were heavy accumulation. Still think we're early. What I told you already from the start, guys. Like I took a long on Bitcoin like last week, I have to say, and I expect that Bitcoin is gonna go pump up. Well, right now, if we're looking at the interesting part about it, you can see here like what is happening right now. It looks like that he took a breakout to the downside from it, but what I would gonna go to the upside from it. So that it's gonna be like a fake breakout and that he's gonna go up to the upside. But we have to save for later on as well, because I'm still gonna be in my trade and I'm not gonna take my loss or anything. So we have to see, guys, like how it's gonna go. So also with BlackRock owns even 3% of Bitcoin because they really know something about it. And not only that, guys. Someone else, we don't know who it is, but like this guy, okay, listen, someone just went all in on Bitcoin, $255 million long, and 20 times leverage at 104k level. And the 104k level is literally on the level where we placed our bet as well. So we were not the only ones, guys, that were placing the level actually. So let me place it for you guys like really well, like this. Here you go. So someone went long on this position right here. And we don't know who it is, but I really want to know who it is. Because like, if you can see like what is happening right now, that is going crazy because $255 million, guys. That is crazy, actually. Just if you just think about it, actually, already. Because $255 million, guys. He went all in on 20 times leverage at 104k. Exactly the level what we would expect it as well last week. So he knows something as well about it, and like if this is like going to happen like he wants it, oh damn, that's gonna be a lot of money. Also, not only that, but this is also the last summer of the Bitcoin cycle, guys. 2017, what you can see already with the green circle with the last push. Then in 2021 again, and then eventually now 2025 is coming up. Each one brought a parabolic moves. This time won't be different. Cycles don't lie. Exactly what Merlin is saying on this post, guys. Because what you can see about this one is that the cycle is gonna go. Yeah, the history is repeating itself with the cycles. So in 2017, what you could see, like this is almost 2018 almost. You can see that he had a crazy push on that side. So now in 2021 it has exactly the same pattern, and now 2025 is even going bigger because everything is more worth already about that, guys. And that is like the crazy part with these kind of things, okay? Because like maybe I was early with last week from it, but I can assure you that this one is gonna go big, because like not only me but also BlackRock is pumping up with Ethereum. Someone, I don't know who it is, but like this guy is gonna go long on Bitcoin and move $255 million, okay? So this is not like a kind of little joke about it. Everyone knows that there's something coming up. What is gonna be, we have to see, because for later on, but like people know something, and like if these guys already like expecting a lot of things with Bitcoin, with the Bitcoin halving, or with the Bitcoin pump in 2025, I would expect exactly the same thing. Also, what you can see over here, Bitcoin halving 2016. You can see literally the top on with the Bitcoin halving cycle profit. That is the indicator what we are using on here. Maybe you can see it for yourself as well on TradingView if you want. This one you can see exactly like where the tops end, and what you can see here, like in 2017 that was like the top what he hit it, and here it was in 2021, and now we are coming up to 2025 with eventually at the top somewhere in, I think it is in September, it would be October hopefully. And these are the kind of things what we want to look at, guys, and this is what we want to focus on all the time, because like the history is repeating itself all the time, guys, and it is not joking about it. Patterns don't lie about it. People about like BlackRock know something. This person knows something for sure, because I want to know like who this is in general, but like maybe you know some things, guys. Who knows? Do you have any suggestions like what it could be? But still, okay. Well, guys, listen. So yeah, we took this trade last week on not last week, actually last Wednesday, I have to say. And that Wednesday was a yeah, it was a really interesting one, guys, I have to say. Because like it did go well, it did go pump up for a bit, and now you could see that he swiped actually to the downside, and now it looks like that he's gonna go pumping up to the upside again. So that that looks like that he is gonna focus on that support level more and more, and that he just has a breakout of it, and that he's gonna go up to the upside for later on as well. Also with Ethereum, we got actually the same thing. Ethereum is not going pretty well, because what you can see here that he has actually had a few breakouts on the upside again, and now he had like a touch to the support level as well. And now what you can see, actually we just entered so far too early, I have to say, I have to be honest. But yeah, guys, like this one is what we expect from it, and we're still gonna let it slide, and we're still gonna let it go till the way it's gonna be. but like what I have to say, like it's gonna squeeze in more and more, guys. That is like really crazy to look about it, because like if we're talking about the squeezing part, then we also gonna talk about this thing right here, the Bitcoin of volatility. Volatility. I'm not saying that right, huh? Do I? No, I don't think so. But yeah, I have to say, like, you can see here, like, the times that he was really close to the support line about it. What that means, guys, and it's really interesting about it, how closer it came to the support level, how less the market was, pumping up or anything. It was just standing still, actually, I have to say. And when that happens, it means like that there's gonna be like a really big pump up for a little bit later on. What you could see over here. So, what I'm trying to explain you is like that this part over here, that didn't happen a lot of times. Like they were standing still about it. No one expected anything about it, you know. So nobody was talking about it. It was like going really slow. And then eventually what you see like on this side after it did go up for a push like crazy. Now it happened again, again with the pump. What you can see over here. Here's like a little or no movement at all. And now what you can see here that he did go up for a pump again. And that happens like every time. And it can also go happening with the other way around. So like if it is on the support level, then we would expect it's gonna go on the pump side. But if it is going against the resistance level, that's also possible. It can also pump up from there. It can go up and down on those moments, and that is like really interesting, because now what you can see here on the red side as well, it still did pump up crazy to all the way over there. And like now what you can see here that he made an reaction on the resistance or on the support level over here as well. So like this is like the moments what you can see like what's gonna happen. Also, if he is reaching the resistance level every time, you can see already that he is pumping up. Also over here, pushed on the support level, and now what you can see that he pumped up again. So like guys, these kind of things are like not a joke, because these kind of levels are like well, I have to say levels is not like the really good word, but I have to say. But like these kind of things, what's happening is like what you can see that they pumped up really hard about after the squeeze part, and that is also like what you can see over here. Like it did go in the support level and it pumped up. Now it hit it 3 times and it did go up again. So if I'm telling you that one more time, it did go in the support level and pumped up. What you can see over here. Now it did go in 3 times even, and now it's going. It did go very hard. Now it was dropping again. Now it did go pump again on the support level, and these kind of things, guys, are like really interesting to look at. And maybe I'm saying that a lot of times lately, but like it is such an interesting way to look at these kind of patterns, what they're saying, because like if you see like how I see it, then you know that there's something gonna happen. You as well know about it, and everybody is talking about it in every possible way. And these kind of things, guys, are like really nice to talk about it, guys. I have to say, really, because like if I am gonna be honest, this is gonna be like one of the interesting moments to look at the charts lately. So, if we're gonna talk a little bit further about Bitcoin, we are also on the Bitcoin Andrews pitchfork pattern. So, if I'm gonna tell you about like what I would expect from here, is that we're still in like in a support level, well on the low part, I have to say on the dangerous part of the support level of the Bitcoin with the uptrend. What this means, because what you can see, we started from the low on 0.1, we did go to the 0.2 on the high, and then eventually we did go down to 0.3 on a different low. But he's staying on that level. What that means is so like that it can be very interesting, okay? Because like what that means is like that the trend it can be changed for a second, okay? And that is in a way to like what I'm telling you about it. Let me see if I can find it for you guys over here. Yeah, exactly. Because that means he's on the low support level, because it means that that can happen, that they can change the trend about it, that it's not gonna be an uptrend anymore but a downtrend about it. And if that happens, then we know that we have to look maybe for a short eventually for later on. So that is why we are gonna check and gonna figure out like what is the best way to do it right now, because like what we can do is literally like try to see like what Bitcoin is gonna do for later on, maybe for a short term if you want me to trade on it, and otherwise for a long term as well. And now we also have like a really unfortunate part about it. A lot of people are talking about it, I think, but still, it is something what we can't miss as well. Is the Iran-Israel conflict? What is happening right now, guys? Because like what you can see, like it did go down for 12% in 2024 when it happened, and now we're exactly not in the same situation, but in a kind of same situation, and we are in a -7% so far. So it means that we also can drop a lot lower because of that. That's why also that the pitchfork is now on the low side of an uptrend. What means that we also could go to a downtrend. And that's why some people are now saying like, yeah, everyone expects that Bitcoin is still gonna go up, but like this is maybe the reason why Bitcoin is going really slow this time lately, because of this situation over here with Iran and Israel. So yeah, guys, that is like, it is maybe not a nice part to talk about, you know, but like it is something what is happening in the world. And of course it's not nice to talk about it at all, so I'm not gonna talk too deep in these kind of things, but you have to take this with you in an economic conflict with Bitcoin, to see like what it can happen with the market and why it is happening in these kind of ways. So that is also probably why the pitchfork is now on the low side. And that is also like why we would expect maybe that we can look for a short for a really short term, but I think that's too risky for now. Also, what you can see here, guys, that that you actually can see like the bullish pattern what it has in the lately years, okay? Because like in -1 year it did go down. He touched the first resistance level. Then then the 3 years he touched eventually again a resistance level above it on the RSI, I mean. Then it did go down again, and then 3 years later it touched it again, but it's going up and up and up, higher and higher and higher, and now we are in a position that he still has to reach his the same resistance level on the RSI. So we would expect that Bitcoin is still gonna go up in the long term. Also, if we are talking about with the Bitcoin halving chart, you also can see that he is still not done with pushing it up to the ultimate top. So we are still want to look for a bullish part on those kind of things. And not only that, guys, but if we're talking about Bitcoin halving, we're also gonna talk about the altcoin market cap, about the halving, what we have here. Because like what you can see over here, guys, what happened like 4 years ago, around up there. Yeah, around up there. What you can see here is like, look at this big push over here, guys. Here what you can see is like literally from the start, from 14 December in 2020, and then eventually in 2021 on 8th of November. The altcoin market cap, it did pushed up like crazy in that season. Okay, there was not even like a small percentage. What I'm talking about. This is like a percentage of like almost 950%. Okay, guys. And that is like going really crazy. Okay, because like. And that is because like these kind of things, guys, are like, yeah, just too crazy to look at. And now what we are looking at is like that that altcoin still has to make that pattern at the same time again. So what we would expect from here as well, that like yeah, that is gonna go up from this side over here. Because like what we can see over here, like here it was pushing like crazy. What you can see over here in like, what is it? In January in 2021, and now we are in a kind of the same position, but it doesn't go push it up that well later on. But still, we would expect eventually at the end of about the Bitcoin halving cycle profit, that we expect that he is gonna go even more higher than the last high. Just like the same with the halving in Bitcoin. That is like why it is so interesting to talk about it with these kind of things. Okay, so if we're gonna talk a little bit further about this push. So what I was telling you about with the RSI as well, guys, that we would expect that like RSI is gonna, yeah, what you can see with the levels eventually, that he still has to like focus on to go to the resistance level. And if that happens, then you're talking also about the fact with the squeezing level over here with Bitcoin. Because like we are now on the squeeze moment. So what you can see as well now on the market, what I was telling you about, the market is not moving like crazy much right now. What can be like really happening? Because like what I was telling you about, when he is on the squeeze moment, there's not there's not happening much in the market. Okay, it is going really slow. There is not like a lot of movement in Bitcoin, and that is why like these kind of things are like really interesting to look at for you guys. Because like if that is happening, then you can also talk about the fact that there is gonna be a pump eventually later on about after it. Because what I was telling you about, if you don't remember anymore, after the squeeze that happened over here, it is going up for a push, and that is happening like every time over here. And so, some pushes are like a little bit less, what I have to say, like, and it is a little bit less than the other some different pushes, because one push is bigger than the other one, but like still the push is has to come. Defesh, what is the bottom indicator? It is actually not really an indicator, man, I have to say. It is the Wasabi Bitcoin volatility index. Right, okay, so it is like it is a kind of an index, but you have to see this more in you have to see this more in a way to see it as like a support pattern, what you can see. But because we are trying to show you like on the moment when the squeeze happened, you also could see that he was entering the support level. And after the squeeze momentum was gone, or you were a little bit further, you can see that the push happened in an instantly. And that's also happening with over here. So it did go in the 3 times in support level out of, from it, and then it pushed out like crazy, what you can see over here. So like this section over here, then it pushed out. That is literally this part over here. Okay, so that is like what this indicator does for you. It shows you like when it touches that support level, then it's also gonna happen eventually later on that there's gonna be a push up to the upside. And that is why it is important to show you like what kind of different ways we can show you like what eventually is gonna happen with that. So if you understand that, I hope you understand it now. Otherwise, I am gonna try to explain you more and more about it if you want. Feel free to ask as well. It is not like the worst to not know about anything with these kind of things, because it is tough to understand sometimes. I would say, because I was also not like a master about it. Okay, so what I was telling you about with the RSI. So with the no problem, anytime, man. So with the RSI, it's like what I was telling you about with the with the resistance level, that we have to go to that pattern. Okay, that is like really important for now to actually to look for, because like what you can see, like we are almost in the 3 years ending, that we are almost on the top about it, and that is like what we want to focus on right now on the most most parts. Also, what you can see over here, the Bitcoin dominance. And Bitcoin is like dominating the market like crazy right now, actually. And that is like really interesting to look at, okay? Because like what you can see over here, that he is almost going to the high in 2021 of January. And if that happens, we would expect that, like, if that's gonna happen, that we're gonna go. One more question: what is 8 amos around Bitcoin price? The ATE amos around Bitcoin price. And which EMA level do you want to look at then? Because like if I'm gonna look for you with the EMA, you can have like a lot of EMA prices, man, which you can have over here. Let's see. So now we got like I think this is the 100 or the 50 and the 200. Yeah, like these are like all the EMAs what we have. But like it depends on like which kind of EMAs around Bitcoin price. Yeah, I would say I would go always from the I have to say from the 50 EMA is one of the best, and the 200 is like one of the most interesting one. 100 is also really nice, I have to say. But lower than the 50, it's not like really interesting, I have to say, because that doesn't really help. EMA 50, it can help a lot, but like I have to say, like go look for the EMA level around 100, 200. Reason is why, because like what you can use EMA is really helpful for it. Every time when like the EMA is crossing the chart, it means that he's gonna go to a different kind of uptrend or downtrend. So for example, if we're gonna go here, look to the up that he is making an uptrend. Now what you can see, he is supporting the EMA level over here, and now what you can see that he is crossing it here, making a retest over here, and now he's going to the downtrend. What you can see, and now what you can see. Oh, excuse me. Let me remove that real quick. Now what you can see over here, we're gonna look a little bit closer, a little bit further on. What you can see here now is crossing again, and remember, this is the red one is the EMA 200 level. So that is actually the strong one, what you want to focus on more. And like what you see, it's crossing that level as well, just like the white one, the EMA 100 level. And what you can see over here now, it's supporting that level as well. And now what you can see as well, that he is pumping up to the upside. This was showing support squeeze chart. Oh, that one. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, man. I was. I thought you were talking about like the EMA over here. Like, I'm sorry, man. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Let me go back for you. This one. Well, yeah. This is like. I don't know if I can tell you like this. If this is like an EMA level. Sorry. Yes. This is the SMA type of level, I have to say, man. That's what you were trying to see. And then length is then 20. So then you can see it like as a resistance and a support level. That is what you want to see. Sorry, man, I misunderstood you. No, man, but yes, yeah, it is a kind of SMA level, is it actually? But yeah, man, that so that is like really interesting to look at, man, because if you can use the AMA in a really good way for yourself to see when it is really handy to talk about with the chart about it, what you can use it for, then you also can yeah, then you can use these kind of information about it to yeah, to use it. Yes, of course, no problem, man. Glad to help. Hey guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. I'm reading them, and sometimes I am replying to you on your name. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try my best. I'm not the best in words, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay. So what I was saying. So yeah, man, that is actually like the reason why it is really handy for it. So yeah, okay, so let's see. Where were we? So yes, with the Bitcoin dominance. If it is in a way like, yeah, if it is reaching the high of January, then we can expect that he's gonna push up for a little bit more, and then eventually is gonna go. He's gonna break the. Yeah, he's gonna break actually the lower low about it from there, and then we're gonna push up with the other coins as well, guys, with Ethereum as well. What we're talking about, but that one is like boiling right now. Okay. Okay. Sorry. What is a boiling or band? Yeah. Okay. How can I explain this to you? Oh, you have to say it in this way. It is consists of 3 lines, a middle band, a simple moving average, usually a 20 period SMA. What we have, that is exactly like what I was telling you about with the yeah, with the squeeze part. Okay, so like what I'm trying to tell you about, like you got 3 lines. So let's see, like 1, 2. Oh, this is a really ugly one. 2 and 3. Okay. You have to imagine that that is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, please. And like that is how can I explain this to you like in a really easy way? Like then you have the middle band, a simple moving average, and then you have an upper band, the middle band plus 2 standard deviations, and a lower band, the middle band minus 2 standard deviations. What do they show? The band expands when the market is volatile. The band contracts when the market is quiet. Low volatility is possible squeeze. So what I was telling you about with the squeeze, and then price tends to stay within the bands 90 till 95% of the time, and then it's gonna go up to the upper side about it. So and that is like also like a really like small yeah, how do you say it, squeeze strategy actually. That is actually like what you want to see and what you want to focus on about it. Okay. So I hope you understand it now, what I'm trying to explain it to you. Do you understand the Divesh a little bit or not? Because I can also give you an example if you want. Like imagine a Bitcoin is trading sideways, and the boiling bands get really tight. That is like this squeeze what I was talking about. You know, it's getting tighter and tighter. Suddenly Bitcoin breaks above the upper band, so it's gonna go. The upper band is the red one, what we are talking about, with high volume, and that could signal a bullish breakout. So what I was trying to tell you guys, yeah, you got it. Oh, that's good to hear, man. So like what I was trying to tell you, man. So like that is like the things what this one is actually giving you. So also what Frank was saying indeed, boiler bands. That is like the name from it actually, and that is also like what is giving it to you. Okay, so if we're gonna go a little bit further, then we're gonna go to this side over here, the Bitcoin bull pattern. Okay, guys, listen. In 2014, what you could see over here, it started with a downtrend. Okay, that downtrend, a lot of people were like really insecure about what you could see over here. And like what happened from there, actually on, it did go up to an upward trend again. But like the difference is with this one, it did go like really slowly. What I mean by that is that like it didn't like break out like in a really fast way or something. Like it still looked like that we are like squeezing in the price every time. And when in 2018, what you could see, it pushed up like crazy from there. Because like it had actually his resistance line in that period of time, in 4 years time actually. And like that, what you also could see like over here is exactly the same same reason again actually. But like he touched in 2018 like again a new resistance line, and in 2021 it did go again, touched it, and now he's going back again to it. So like what you could see over here with the bull of the Bitcoin bull pattern is like when the push happened, that is like what we want to focus on most of the times. Is like that happened, then it pushed it out. A lot of people were selling from on the 20k or something around that, and now it's gonna go down. It was going down again, but like also like really slowly. So what you can see over here, like it did go and then it chased it up again to the upper side. And what you can see over here, the resistance line was coming up again, and that was this one over here. And now what you could see, like the resistance line was a new resistance line. Now it did go down again to the downside, and now exactly the same pattern is happening again, because like he's going to an uptrend again, guys. Like that is not like a big problem. It is really nice to see. But like the really interesting part is like we already got like now this is the second time that we are in this situation right now actually. In 2014 till 2018 we were in that position that Bitcoin was going up like not going up like crazy, but like that it was going up slowly, like steady, you know, like there was nothing wrong with it. But now we are in the position again, because now we want to take this move with us, that he's gonna pump up again if he's gonna make the breakout. And that is like where we want to see these kind of patterns from, because like what you can see, yeah, again he is making like these moves that he is not breaking out yet. But like if that happens, then we are ready for it, okay? Because like what you can see over here, now it looks like that he's a little bit on the low side with it. Because like what I was telling you, he's now in the moment of the squeeze, and if the squeeze is if he is past the squeeze, that it means that he's gonna go with pump up with it. Also, what is like really logical now with the Bitcoin and this pitchfork pattern, because now we are on the low side of our uptrend, okay, and that is like really good to see, okay, because like actually everything fits to each other. Everything is like a big puzzle, what you can see. So what I was showing you with the Bitcoin bull pattern, now we're in the position that is going really slowly going to the upside, okay? What also means with the Bitcoin and Drew's pitchfork pattern, but also is like really logical actually. And now what we can see, like why it is going on the low side, like why it is going so slowly, is because we are in the squeeze momentum. And if we are in the squeeze momentum, guys, that means that we are going like this actually, like going like a little bit up, a little bit down, like really slowly, but then eventually it's gonna go up to the upside. Because also what I was telling you about, he is now entering the support level again. So, and that means that we are willing to go to the upside from it. And if he's making a direction on the support level from it, that it means also that he's gonna pass the squeeze level, and if he's passing the squeeze level, then he's gonna pump up, and when that happens, then we're also on the pattern of the Bitcoin bull pattern that we were talking about, and that is like the really interesting part about with Bitcoin, guys, because like the history is repeating itself like time on time, actually, what I was telling you about, and this is exactly like the reason why. Also, exactly over here, actually, what you can see with this pattern over here, what you can see, guys, is like in 2018 it touches it's a resistance level. Now of it, that was the first resistance level what the was respecting it. Now it broke through even a little bit, and then it did go down again, and in 2021 it touched the level again, and now we are on the level. But it's like really interesting because now it's squeezing to each other, like closer and closer, what you can see. That he's going to the 2025 about it. Goofy crypto daddy. Hey man, I'm just 23. I don't want to be that yet, okay? Calm down, man. Calm down. Nah, but serious, guys. Like, what you can see over here, that he's going closer and closer to the breakout, and these is like the moments where we want to focus on, okay? Because if that happens, and he's squeezing through for more, but what is like really logical, what you can see over here, it's just like really clean, and like that is the way what we want to focus on, actually, because like if he's gonna go for a breakout, what is like really logical now with Andrew's pitchfork, what we told you about, and with the squeeze what we are talking about right now, that is like then really logical that this is happening, actually. And that makes a lot of sense, because like if he's going to the upside, or he's gonna make a breakout, and if he's gonna go to the breakout, then it means like that, like yeah, that we have our push to the upside, guys. No man, I'm not shorting. No. Goofy crypto, are you shorting? I keep long low. No man, I'm also in a long, I have to say, on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is still really bullish. Reason is that it is going really slow right now. It's because of a few reasons. Let me like get this out of the way for you, like this. The reason is why I am long on this moment is because of a few reasons. We are in a really big uptrend. The only difference is with this uptrend that we are like on the on the side that Bitcoin is not moving a lot, actually, okay? We are now in actually in the momentum of a squeeze. What is the word about it for now? Because like what it looks like over here, because I'm gonna show it like really close to you. We are upcoming to a close support level about it, okay? That is like what is happening like right now. And if that means that he's come close to that support line, it means that the market is is like really slow on that moment. Okay, so there's not moving a lot, there's not happening a lot, and that means also that that the market's not doing much because he's waiting to the first reaction out of it. Also, what you can see over here on the with the Wasabi Bitcoin Volatility index is that he's now in the support level, actually, or in the support order book, I can tell you. And when he's making a reaction out of that, that means that he's going out of the squeeze. But now we still have to wait when the squeeze is over, actually. And it's really funny that that we call it a squeeze, but it is the truth, because what you can see over here from the start to all the way over here, that every time when the squeeze was over, it pushed to the upside. Also, when it was on the resistance level, it did go to the upside. It is like those two EMA levels, of SMA levels, I have to say, that it is going on a really good way actually. That is why we are also like just waiting with this trade still. Also, we entered our trade on 104k level, okay, on the price, but we were not the only one. Someone else, don't know who it is, but someone just went all in on Bitcoin with $250 million with a 20 times leverage on it. So so this guy knows something, because you don't go all in on something if you don't know about it, okay? And that is like why I'm also like really sure about like this trade what I placed already, because I placed my trade on 104k on the Wednesday or something like that, but I think it entered like a little bit later. But like, so that guy knows something as well, and like a lot of people are expecting that Bitcoin is gonna go up, just like everyone, because like this is also the push what we want to look at over here. Because like what I was telling you guys, Bitcoin is following up the M2 global liquidity line. So that means that he is now on the certain level that he is gonna start to pump up. We don't know yet when it's gonna happen, but we know that it is gonna happen, because like what you can see like from the history, like what it was doing, like that everywhere what you that you can see that he is like actually that he's like following actually the M2 global liquidity line. And when that happens, you could see that the pump was going on the M2. So like what is happening right now, that not only that part is like really crazy, but also Bitcoin is then gonna pump up. And that is like the really interesting part about it, because like BlackRock also has like already, that he owns already 3% of the total Bitcoin supply, okay? And that is not nothing, okay? Last time, one whales opened 250 million Bitcoin long with 20 times leverage, but he liquidated in that long. Yeah, that's true. He liquidated in that long, indeed. Yeah, man. That's why it is so interesting about it, because like, yeah, I don't know, like 255 million guys. What the fuck? that man wants. Yeah, he shouldn't have to work actually if he has that much money, but still, like it's really crazy. On 104k as well as level and a 635. So he places level. Let me place that, or let me change that for you guys real quick. 635 was it? 635. So over here he placed this level. That is his entry. I think his stop loss is then a lot bigger, in my opinion. But like this is the level that he placed it on. Let's see, and then 0.1. Yeah, okay. So round up this level. Yeah, that's crazy. Like that he entered literally when the push did go down actually. So like, and then like a leverage of 20 times. Yeah, guys, that's crazy. I'm really curious like what who that is, but yeah, we have to see and we have to wait. We have to wait for that. But yeah, man, that person is like really secure about that part, because like that's crazy. It's just really crazy. But yeah, so what I was telling you about with the M2 global liquidity line, Bitcoin is following it so far we know. It started already from what I have to say. From here, can I watch a little bit further? Yeah, okay, yeah. What I was telling you about, guys. So like it's going. Let's see. Yeah, I can't do that, unfortunately. Okay. Now, but what you can see over here, guys, like that the M2 global liquidity line is actually going crazy. Because like from the start already, Bitcoin is following up like crazy. It is a little bit different. I know. It is also a little bit tough to see, but like what you can see over here, like it's almost on its end. at the end of the downwards with the Bitcoin, actually, with the line, okay. And that is like also like really interesting, because the M2 global liquidity has the same thing. So now the only thing what this has to happen is the push. So what I was telling you already, like last few live streams, that this is like the things what is gonna happen, okay. So, and also what is like really interesting to see, because what I was telling you about with the triangle over here, it is like squeezing to each other. There's not much happening right now, but yeah, later on, guys, if the breakouts is gonna happen, then I think we are gonna be too late. But yeah, if he's gonna make the new all-time high, I think that is gonna be the breakout as well, I have to say. And if that happens, guys, then I can tell you, like, the price is going up like crazy, because like we want to see that he's gonna go to the top with on the profit cycle, where everyone is taking the profits. And not only that, but like with the squeeze, what you could see over here, what is happening right now, and the pitch for it with it is also going really well. So these kind of things, guys, is like really interesting to look at, okay. And also over here, with what I was telling you about, the RSI, it still has to hit their the resistance level over there. So Bitcoin has to go up for this end of this season, or till the Bitcoin cycle is coming, and then we're gonna go properly looking after that, of course. But then we want to look for a different kind of part. But first we want to look serious for long all the time, because like, yeah, these kind of things are like, it's gonna happen like really fast if we don't like looking at it every day, I have to say. Are you guys, are you looking maybe for a long or a short? I'm just really curious, like, you tell me, like, are you trading on some coins, or are you trading on Bitcoin? And like, are you like thinking like if it is now a long or more short term? I'm just really curious what you think about it, guys. But also, so what I was telling you about with that were like parabolic moves on every time with the cycle, with in 2017 and then in 2021 and then in 2025 is gonna be again like a really crazy push. So yeah, man, that is like is what is going up right now. Okay, that is going crazy. Oh man. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. Then, if you're not trading right now, what is the reason? Like, is it like because you don't know like where you want to look for, or is it more in a way, or is it a different reason? I'm really curious, man. Because guys, there's also like a really interesting one where I want to focus on for you guys later on, and that is the projects where we are talking about for later on. Okay, so now we're gonna go having a little break, and then I'm gonna be back in like 15 minutes, and then we're gonna talk about the projects. Okay, this is all a little hint of the projects what I'm gonna talk about. Okay, hey guys, I will see you in like 15 minutes or so, give or take, maybe a little bit more, maybe less. Okay guys, yeah, so I'll see you soon. Ciao.
The next step.
I just met a few wonderful people who've been very nice to me. So, now. Choice you make. If you decide that you are meant to be something special, then that is the book you will write. If you decide that you are meant to be nobody, then that's the book you're gonna write. And I'm not here to dog you out and to tell you what type of book you should write. I'm just here to tell you that you can write whatever you want.
Hello guys, there we are again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, listen boys, listen girls, whoever are here. We got some interesting things for you guys to show, okay? So where we're gonna start is actually with one thing, and that is this section right here. What I'm talking about right here, we have like multiple projects we want to show you. Every live stream I'm gonna show you one, and now this time it is AXL. Okay, guys, listen, okay, because this is like a really interesting one to look at, to focus on as well, and we want to see like what is going on with these kind of things, okay? So, AXL, leading interoperability player, just dropped major cross-chain partnerships. I did some research about it, like what it is and like what it means. I got here like also like so I'm gonna like explain you like what AXL means for you guys a little bit. If you don't understand, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to explain it in the best way what I can do for you. So yeah, I would say like let's start with with these kind of things, okay? So yeah, Accelar is the decentralized interoperability network aiming to be the internet of blockchains, okay? That means that he's gonna be like the runner for all the blockchains, like what is existing right now, okay? It enables secure cross-chain communication, allowing assets, data, and smart contract calls to flow seamlessly among multiple blockchain ecosystems. Ecosystems like Ethereum, Cosmos, BNB chain, Polygon, Avalanche, Sui, XRP Ledger, and more. So like what they are trying to say over here, guys, with these kind of things is like that AXL is gonna be like is gonna try to be the internet of blockchains, to like follow up, to have like the best blockchains, like what is gonna be possible, and like they are trying to make the communication through all the different blockchains, what is like what we're having right now, to make that making like effortless to use it for actually. And then we what we can have with those kind of things is like that we have allowing assets, data, and smart contract calls to flow seamlessly among multiple blockchains with it. What is AXL token used for? The AXL token powers the network via 4 main functions. Transaction fees paid by a user to validators processing cross-chain operations. Staking and security, validators stake AXL to secure the network under proof of stake consumers and earn rewards. Governance, token holders vote on protocol upgrades on parameter changes. Ecosystem incentives, rewards distributed to ecosystem builders, the app developer, and community participants. So like these are already like the kind of things like what they are what AXL token is getting used for, okay? And like that is like also like the really interesting part to like focus on this section over here with EXL, okay? And like that is also like what I'm gonna do for you guys is we're also gonna trade on EXL, or we're gonna make an expectation of like what we want to see about it, okay? Because like what you can see over here right now is like that we are in a bearish trade. It is like really clearly, it is like really logical. It is just really expected from there, okay? And this is normal. But yeah, like these are like the hidden just what we want to see actually, because now it is literally on a really low, price of it, okay? So yeah, okay. But how Acceler actually works as well. Uses general message passing, GMP, to enable not just assets bridging, but also cross-chain smart contract calls. Validator monitors gateway contracts on source chains, verify transactions, and execute them on destination chains with decentralized security. Tokenomics adjusts to reduce per chain inflation over time and include a gas burning mechanism to enhance token value. So like why does it matter as well? It breaks down blockchain silos by connecting over 60 to 80 chains, making the apps composable across ecosystems. They enables developers to tap into liquidity and compute across chains without building their own bridges. So like also what Excel is trying to do right now is they are building, or they are trying to help other developers to like tap into the liquidity and compute across chains without building without they have to build their own bridges for it. And the partnerships with projects like SUI, integrations on Ripple Ledger, and listening on Korean exchanges are boosting adoption and price momentum. Also, like the total supply capped around 1 billion, with inflation reducing over time, strengthening the long-term value. So like what we are trying to say and what we are trying to like explain you guys with these kind of things is like that AXL has like a lot of potential in for the long run. They already have like 1 billion around capped, with inflation reducing over time. For in the long term, for later on as well. So in summary, AXL is the backbone token of Acceler's interoperability network. It secures, governs, powers transactions, and emphasizes growth. Acceler empowers developers and users to move value and logic across chains effortlessly, unlocking composable multi-chain, DeFi, and Web3 solutions. So guys, like that is like maybe the interesting, maybe the boring part for you guys, like real quick. But it is like really, it is just really interesting to look for these kind of things. Okay, guys, that is like why I'm trying to give you this information. Maybe it's not like really nice to listen to it. Maybe it is like what I'm trying to explain it to you guys, or how I do it. But like these are like the kind of projects where we want to look for, and where we want to look on it for later on as well. Let's see. So if we are gonna look now for like what we could expect from here, and like what is happening on the market right now. Okay. So if we're going to the weekly time frame, well, you can see like there's nothing much to like expect from here right now, but we know from the altcoin halving of the Bitcoin halving cycle profit, I have to say that the altcoin market cap is also going to a push later on like crazy. Okay, and this is like this is also like a really good one to look at for later on as well. So what we would expect from altcoins, that there is going to be like a push season for that market over here, and what we want to see that actually that the market is having the first push, but like that there is going to be like a second push later on, and that is then is going to go to the downward from here down eventually, and then he's gonna make another cycle profit from it. That is like why we want to see that AXL is going to be a lot more worth. Okay, so like what we would see from now on, because now we are in a clearly a bearish downtrend. What I would do and what I want to see is actually that he is gonna reach these kind of levels. But well, what if we are gonna go look a little bit closer? You can see here that here was an order block. This order block over here, which you can see that is like reaching that this order block like really clean and really nice. That he reached it actually, and that he's then did go down to the downside again. So like that means that AXL is like dropping down more even to have our buying chance for later on. Because like if we are looking to this side over here, this is like the section where I'm like the most interested in. What you can see over here is like that these kind of lows are like really ugly ones. And what I mean by that is there's like a lot of liquidity what we can look for. Also, they're building liquidity up to on the upper side as well. But yeah, these kind of things is still gonna go further down, I have to say. First, they want to go to these kind of sections over here. Let's see. First, you want to go first to the sections over here, I have to say. Just a reason because like there's a lot of liquidity on those kind of parts. And then from there we want to see like the crazy big push. Also, what you can see over here on 10th of January or 9th of January, I have to say, on 8 o'clock, we can maybe look a little bit closer. There was like crazy push out. I think that was because like there were a lot of people that were selling. Because like what I can see over here is like there was a lot of people, like with a lot of people that were selling from this section. And now what you can see, like with the order block over here, let me mark it for you. So the order block over here on the 3 days time frame or on the daily time frame, it has like such much like liquidity, what you can see over here, that now we are like again that a lot of people were selling from that part. And now the liquidity took out like actually everything over here, man. Literally everything what you could see, except this one. So like from here, actually I have to say, from here it took everything out, and so down from here what you could see is like everything took the liquidity out. And that is like really well to see, because now you see that he's going down again, but like building up like a lot liquidity for the upside, and maybe we can take that push to for us, or we can take it with us, I have to say. Because like if we can expect again that he's gonna push up for like and he's gonna make a push, like how many percentages is this? Let me see for you guys. There's a 90% push, guys. So like if he's gonna make a push like this again with the new what AXO is doing, what is gonna happen? This is not like a really crazy thing to look at, actually, if you can see already like the potential what it has. And not only that, guys, what I was telling you about with AXL, what they're trying to do, it is like really interesting. But also we got another project what I told you already about it. That was like I think last week on the Saturday, and that was HBAR. HBAR is also gonna be like a really interesting one to look at, guys. This is like where you want to look at for HBAR. Let's see, where is it? Here you go. This is exactly like what HBAR has right now. This is like where it's going right now. But you can see over here that HBAR is now on the moment that he is like on a little breakout to the downside. But what I can see, if you can look closer, it looks like, if I'm gonna go to the daily time frame, indeed, here you go. You can see already that he swiped the downside, of it. So what it can happen, and what I want to see actually the most, is that that this is a fake out, that he is reacting on the order block over here from the daily time frame, and that we would expect that he's gonna go up to the upside from it, actually. So that this is us as well, like with just as the same with Bitcoin and with Ethereum, that he's now on the downside part a little bit, but that we would expect that he's gonna go to the upside later on, because everyone is now, or the market is now trying to take out he's trying to take everything out actually before he's gonna go for the push. And that is also really interesting to let you know, guys, because like what the market is always doing, and that's like a general thing or information point what I'm trying to tell you now. But everything, what everyone or the market is doing every time is they are trying to push you out on the on your position. When I am like trying to explain to you guys that there are people like, how can I explain this like in a really easy way? People are always placing the stop losses like on a little bit under or a little bit above the last or the high. And like what is happening, or what the market's always doing, is they are trying to swipe that section. So for example, if you place your stop loss over here, the market is trying to swipe out that part all the time before it's going to happen with a push. So also over here, what I'm trying to say to you, people were like entering over here with the stop loss, and like look, it's what is happening. They got swiped about it. They got swiped. And not even like a little bit, but everyone got taken out. And now what you could see, it did go up to the upside from it, and that is like the crazy part from it. So also with the other way around. So now if we are looking, for example, for a short, for example, the people were shorting on this section over here, I have to say. Or actually a little bit over here right now, I have to say. A lot more people are shorting over here. But you can see over here that he took that swipe out, or they swiped it, and now he's going back to the downside again. And that is like why it is so interesting to look at these kind of places. So now, if we know that, we also could expect from that part that we also can expect from a different side with AXL, for example, that he's trying to swipe the downside of it. So then I'm talking about this section over here. Let's see, this section and this section, that they're trying to swipe that section out before he's going to the upside again. So what we want to see on AXL right now is that we want to see that he's going to a level, what would I say, round up this one, I'm gonna say like here on $0.2975, so 30 cents actually almost. And if he reaches that part, I think that he has to go up to the upper side. Why? Because what you can see over here on the upside again, that there's a lot of liquidity on that part, and that liquidity has taken out as well. The market is always trying to sweep the other side on with people that were buying or going for a long or going for a short. Okay. So also with H-bar, it's exactly the same way right now. What you could see over here, so on the 4-hour time frame, for example, people were buying from this part. Now it got swiped, and now what you could see that he's going back again for that part. So it looks like that he's gonna make his retest out of it to go for the upper side again. Okay, so that is like the really fun and nice thing about it. But also, if I am telling you about these kind of things with the altcoins, then we are also talking about this section over here. Every major alt season begins here. Altcoin index under 25. Fear is high. Patience is rare. Everyone's calling for lower, but 99% is always wrong. We have been here before, and those who acted early were the ones who printed 10 dimes. So like what he's trying to say over here with this fact is that the time to invest in altcoins, because this is exactly like what happened in with this section over here as well. What I'm trying to say to you guys, and what I would expect from it as well. So like with the altcoin market cap, you know, with the Bitcoin halving cycle profit, is now that we are literally in the part of a consolidation phase actually. Okay, so what I mean by that is, so we had the consolidation phase before that, and you see exactly that it pushed all the way to the high, and that people were printing like 10 times the money out because of this. Now we are exactly in the same situation again. We are in a consolidation phase. Now we just have to wait when it's gonna go for a breakout, and from there we have to see like to which part he is going. Okay, Also, we can also make it really interesting. What I can do is gonna place $100 on each project what we have for you guys, and then I can show you like the results on later on when the altcoin season is happening. Okay, would you like that, guys? Maybe that's like also like a really interesting one to look for you guys. So then I'm putting like $100 in every project. So I'm talking on Hazebar, AXL, and on Shekel as well. Okay, guys. Shekel is also like a really new one. It's like a tiny gem. What we found is also gonna be like one that we want to focus on for later on. But that is what we're gonna do also for on a later or the next how to say, for the next live stream. What we're gonna do, okay? So yeah, if we're still gonna talk about this a little bit, what you can see over here that we're so exactly now in a season that we are in an actually in a pattern over here. But you can see over here that that we are like in a consolidation phase, but also you can see that it is also looking like a like a part. What you can see over here that it looks like a order block actually. And what you can see over here right now, that like it got pushed in and now it got pushed out again. Now it looks like that he's giving the retest to go to the upper side from there. So like here were the orders, it got pushed up, now it got pushed down again to make the retest to go up again to the highs. And that's what we want to see, guys, because like if that is what's happening, then we want to be on time with these kind of things. So what I'm gonna do for you guys, I'm gonna fix that I'm gonna put $100 on each of the project what we have over here. So that is this one, AXL, Hazebar, and Shekel. I'm gonna put $100 in. I'm not gonna touch it till the whole profit cycle is ended. Okay, then we can look, or on the profit cycle when it is on that time, and then we can look like how much profit we made or how much we lost on there. Okay, do you like is that like maybe a nice touch to it, to do those kind of things for you guys? Because for me it sounds like a lot of fun to do. Okay, so what I was telling you about with the altcoin, the crypto total market cap excluding the top 10. So these altcoins still has their potential to push up still, okay? It looks like that we are maybe too late for it now, but it isn't. I know for a fact that the altcoin market cap still has to go for a push, and then we would expect that it's gonna go down again, okay? And just so you know, this is not like financial advice, but this is like what we would expect from it, okay? This is like our perspective out of it with altcoins, and this is like where we want to focus on for the upcoming days. So also with this, with this analyzation what I have right now, that I still would expect that we're gonna go for upwards. Also with Bitcoin, I have to say. I would expect still that we're gonna go for an upturn, even though we're now in a little bit of loss. It doesn't matter. We're still gonna wait. Also with Ethereum, we're still gonna expect that we're gonna go to the upside. So we just have to wait. We just have to take time, and we still have to like watch like how this is gonna end. Okay. So yeah, if we are gonna talk about the crypto total market cap excluding the Bitcoin and Ethereum for right now, so then we are talking about like the crazy projects coins. So like Hazebar, AXL, even actually Ripple, I have to say as well. And don't forget about Ripple, guys. Then we are on the position that he's also going up to the upward side actually. Also, if I'm gonna place this one for you and I'm gonna show it to you on a weekly time frame, look at this. It looks like that we have to reach our highs still from that part, because look at this section over here. This resistance level is the one where we want to focus on for later on, And exactly that is like a really nice one to focus on for later on, because like what you can see with the halving cycle profit is that we want to go to the upside to that previous high what we had before, because if that happens, then we know that we can take our profit out of it. So then we're gonna talk about like a lot of percentages, guys. So let me see if I'm gonna place it over here. Then we are talking about like a 40% push roundup, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit later. It depends on. So that is also like really interesting to look at, guys. So like I have to say we are still bullish in like every kind of season what we have. And like these kind of things like what we have over here is like really normal. It is like really, yeah. It is like really normal that we are now in a little bit of a downtrend, because we are actually in a consolidation phase. But I told you already with the Bitcoin halving top, now we are like the push is coming. We don't know when it's coming, but a lot of people know that's coming, because like BlackRock, still what I'm telling you about, is owning already 3% of the total Bitcoin supply. But not only that, there's like a person that is going for a long, for a 20 times leverage on it with $255 million on Bitcoin. So like people know that people know in general that there's something happening with crypto in general. The Bitcoin halving price is not something that we can't look at, okay? Because like for the crypto total market cap, is it like really interesting to look for, and not only for that, but also the crypto total market cap excluding the Bitcoin Ethereum in general is also gonna be like really interesting to look for. Okay, so like what we would expect from here is that we are still gonna be bullish, even though we're still in a little bit of a loss. What is okay, what is like really normal. I would say that there's still gonna be like a really interesting parts to look for these kind of things. Okay, so yeah, let's see like what they're gonna bring to us, because like if I'm not correct, we are now literally in the squeeze momentum, and the squeeze momentum, guys, is like the momentum where we want to wait for. Because like if we are in the squeeze momentum, that means that we are like now in the section of there's nothing happening on the market that much. It just it's going up and it's going down all the time, you know. So it is like really normal that that I'm now actually more in a that we're in a little bit of a loss situation on our trade right now. But like that is like also like really normal, because like if we're in this squeeze momentum over here on the upside, that means actually that we that it's gonna happen, that we're gonna go in a push on for later on. So then it depends on like when that push is gonna happen, and when he's gonna give the direction on the index over here on the downside, when he's gonna give a direction on this order book. And if that happens, guys, then we know that we want to have our entry on it. And then I'm talking about like in Bitcoin and most of it. But if Bitcoin is gonna pump up, Ethereum is gonna pump up, and if Ethereum is gonna pump up, the Solana is gonna pump up, and if Solana is gonna pump up, the altcoin and the meme coins are also gonna pump up. So like all the coins is gonna follow up the bigger coin. So that is like why we want to focus on these kind of things like for right now. So so further ado, what I'm trying to explain to you guys over here as well, the Bitcoin Andrews pitchfork pattern, what I was telling you about already. Maybe I'm going now in a little bit of a cycle, but I want to explain to you guys like what is so really interesting about these facts. So that we are now in a squeeze momentum, in a squeeze pattern. So that means like that there is not like happening much on the market right now, but it's like really logical. Because everyone is waiting till the push is gonna happen with Bitcoin, and that means also with the Andrews pitchfork that's why it is on the low section right now, and that means that we also can have like that is gonna go to a lower low maybe, and maybe can change for a that you can change of that you can make a change of character out of it. but eventually I will know that he is gonna push up eventually from it. So what I would expect that he is gonna maybe look even for like a section that he can have like in supply and demand section for it, or support as well. It's also possible that we can expect like that we have an order book, I would say, from this section over here. For example, that he can go to the downside from there. That people are gonna be scared and gonna sell, and then eventually he's gonna go push up for it. You know, these kind of things are gonna is probably gonna happen maybe, or maybe he's just gonna go to, he's gonna keep on this level right here, and then he's gonna go to the upside from it, and we are gonna be like right on top of it, guys, like what we would expect from it. Okay, so like these are like the kind of patterns what we want to see and what we want to focus on right now. Also, what I was telling you about with the Bitcoin against the dollar with here. So it looks like that he's squeezing it out till the very end, and then that he is trying to go to the upside from it, to the resistance line for 2025, or he's gonna make a new resistance line of 2025 even, and then we have to wait like what the price is gonna be for it. Okay, but that is what we don't know yet. But like I would expect 120, maybe 130 even. We have to wait. So guys, like let's see like what is gonna happen over here, okay? Because I personally would expect, if it is even going to the 140, 144 even, that would be crazy. It is not even it is not actually it is not even like a bad expectations what we have over there, but like, or expectations I have to say, but still like we have to wait for it, man. We have to wait now, because now the market is going really slow. We can't trade really on it anymore, I have to say. That's like my opinion. And if we want to trade, yeah, then it is like in a way that we are like over trading with these kinds of things. And like what I can see here right now is like, then we have to go like on a really small time frame maybe to like maybe place another trade for it. But so right now I'm still trying to wait for it, and I'm gonna try to focus on it on later on as well. So if we're gonna talk a little bit about Ripple, okay, because Ripple, guys, is also going really interesting in a consolidation phase, what you can see over here, okay? Because like what you can see over here and what I would expect from Ripple, what's gonna happen, because lately Ripple is going really well on the positive side with fundamental side, but like what you can see over here, most of it is like that the liquidity is still open on the downside, okay? So what we want to see is actually that the market is gonna happen to this. So now you can see like a little fake out again. So he's gonna make a breakout. I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna go to the to downside, and then instantly gonna go to the upside from it. He's gonna make it like this. Why? Because he can swipe this section over here from it. And as well, there's an order block from here as well. So like this section over here. So like this is like exactly like what I would expect from it, what I want to see for later on as well, with Ripple. JZAW 8. What is this? Yeah, like this is like the expectation what we're having from Ripple, man. This is the expectation what I'm showing to you, like what we would expect from later on with Ripple. I also showed everyone here like already with the H bar, AXL, what we are showing you guys, what Bitcoin is doing and what Ethereum is doing as well. That's like what we are doing right now and what we are trying to show you. So what I was saying, what I would expect from it is like that the consolidation phase is gonna still go forward a little bit. So that I want to wait as well for Ripple to go eventually for a breakout somewhere. It depends on like where it's gonna be and like where it's gonna happen. But I have to say, like, this one is not even that crazy that this is gonna happen. I'm just gonna let it stand for you guys over here right now. We are gonna go look a little bit closer. Then I'm gonna remove it for you, or I'm gonna show. I'm gonna hide it for you guys real quick. And yeah, then here exactly, it looks like that he wants to go for a breakout because of this liquidity on the downside over here. So this is exactly like where I want to wait before I'm gonna go for a long for Ripple, okay? Or where I want to invest in. So like what my level prefers to have a long for it, or to invest maybe in it, is like on the 2.06 level, to maybe invest from that part. That would be like a really nice one to invest in for me, I have to say. And then like then we're gonna invest like $100 in it for you guys, like what I told you already, for in the projects that I was telling you about. So with Ripple Ledger, with HBAR and with AXL, we're gonna invest in like $100 in it for you guys to to show you guys to Merlin, to show you guys like what we would expect from it, okay? That is like what we want to see and like what we would expect from it. So yeah, guys, I think like this is a little bit of the end of like what we have over here actually. Also, we can show you. I'm also really curious, like, what are you coins? What you have still? I still got like some expectations from some coins what you already had for me. Like this one, for example, is like a really interesting one to look at. The Avalanche one is like fun, and this one as well. But we still have to wait for like the swipe for the downside over here. So we still have to wait for it. Okay, guys. I think this is gonna be the end of the live stream. Thank you for watching. I'm really glad that I could do for you. I'm really happy that I could explain to you guys, that you see like what we are doing here, and that I can show you like what I like to explain to you guys, like what we are doing. So don't forget to follow us on X, and if you want to know like where are we trading, or where we are trading, or where we are placing our trades, I have to say, sorry. Then go to WAP. That is our section where we are placing our trades, and we can explain it to you guys why. If you want to trade or something and it is totally free, go to WEEX. That is the place where we are always going for it, okay? And as well, if you want to see more videos of us, go to Merlin the Trader and watch our videos. Tom is making everyday a video for you guys. With a lot of information, like what is gonna expect from it, okay, guys? So like don't sleep on these kind of things, because like Tom is really good in explaining these kind of things for you guys. And then I have to say, like, yeah, thank you very much for watching. My name is Justin, and I will see you on the next live stream, and that is on the upcoming Wednesday, okay? See you guys. I love ya. Bye.